and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Basically, a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. So Miami's offense will start this game off with the football. Boy, you can go down the list of classic endings in this series, and last year we had one with the Canes pulling it out.
And Miami was the one who got to celebrate because they eked it out, they got the close win, and more importantly, Palmer, they got to brag for a year about beating their in-state rival, Florida State.
They're hoping they can do that for another year, and they know that this is going to be another dogfight. This is simply one of those games at the start of the year. Miami, Florida State, you know someone's winning, but it's not going to be by a lot of points. Miami's hoping they can make it 2 in a row.
Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Knocked down immediately. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. The 30, the 20. He's to the house. Touchdown, Miami. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off the touchdown pass.
The Seminoles offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's Quintravion Wisner, the former Texas Longhorn. Both these teams love to keep it on the ground, and they have guys who can carry the load. Snags a quick pass on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking left. It's caught. Powers through. Got it out across the 50-yard line and not stopped until he brought it to the 47.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and you know that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. The Noles will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the run, it's Fletcher. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. The running back has it. Gets it out to the 20. That's not enough for the first down. Fourth down coming. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Handoff from the shotgun. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They want to run it left here. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricanes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. Deep in the end zone, it's Carter. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Out wide right, it's Lopez. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. 2nd and long here. That's caught. It's Lopez. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Drives inside. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Noles will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. He's going to take off inside the 45. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Extending the play. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Now that ball came out quick, and that defender reacted just as quick. He saw the slant, he went to it, he met it, made sure the receiver didn't make the catch. Nice job by the defender.
Driven back. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls it in. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing, Mensah. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wideout. Holds on, it's Thomas. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Seminoles, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped at the 44. The defense coming up with a big interception. Quick give. It's Fletcher. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Had to get rid of it quickly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Seminoles. A pick six.
And how great is it to see the most athletic position on the field doing work, showing he could be a running back, showing he could be a wide receiver. I mean, what else can't a defensive lineman do? What an athlete.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Let's go to the sideline at Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. The offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll need a bunch on second down. Hits the hole. It's Fletcher. Turning it on. He's past the marker. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Sells to run, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Stepping to the right. Slings it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Might as well give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. When you think of the significance of these two programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these two teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Make sure he doesn't get backed up any further, signals for and makes the fair catch at the 10. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To throw, it's Daniels. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Right at the line. Powers through the defender. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. It's a draw. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Makes the grab on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Loss on first down increased the degree of difficulty. 2nd and goal from the 8. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. So Miami signals for a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Touchdown, Florida State! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The extra point here would tie the game.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. This drive will open from the 15. Here's Mensah to throw. Rush right in his face. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. 2nd down coming up. Snaps it in the shotgun. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Complete downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. On the move. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on second down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And there are flags flying as the pass ball's incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You don't see that penalty too often, but we see it here, an illegal forward pass. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Mensah moves to his right. The throw. Finds his target. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Enough to move the chains. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
The Canes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Throwing, Mensah. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it back. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking for a big gain. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Hurricane sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards achieving in this game. And the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Thanks, Holly. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. They're bringing the chop, they're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rushes on, and he gets it away.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Making his first move. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They were all over it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They give it back to him. Got some green grass. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Here's Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his man. It's Pringle. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Still looking. Gets rid of it.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket and starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Under pressure. Just got rid of that one.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. From the gun, running back gets to give. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Off play action. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Touchdown, Florida State. They take the lead with the 6. We talk about pocket presence. There's also pocket punishment that's part of it, and he was able to withstand it and deliver the football.
It comes with the job description, Reese. You know as a quarterback that this is going to happen eventually. You are going to get hit. So why not then deliver touchdowns deep down the field? Doesn't get any better than that.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Right side, it's Vaughn.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Sells to run, looking to pass. Unleashes one. Finds a man on the left. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Look out! And he avoids the sack.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
The play fake. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Noles will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Mensah. They're all over him. Trying to make magic with his feet. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Finds his man on the RPO. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks up a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He's looking deep. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Noles line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Checking in from the Miami sideline. I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of
running free. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the touchdown Canes. They move on top here on the 4th. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Carter. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking for the edge. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
All over him immediately.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They kick it away on 4th down. He takes it at the 45. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here comes the heat. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Lofton. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Going for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Miami.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On the return, it's Singleton. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Throws quickly. Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After the 9-yard completion, a wide-open playbook on 2nd and short. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Obviously, they fail on that fourth down, but because there's still time on the clock, this game's not over. Who on defense right now can step up and make a big play and get the ball back to the offense?
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Inside the 35. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. The Canes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19 into the red zone. It'll be first down. And the Canes look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. From the red zone, looking for a space. Touchdown, Hurricanes! He got it, beat down in bounds. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To the air, it's Daniels. Complete. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Lost to throw on first. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down to the air. He tries to take the top off. Hauls it in on the right. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. It's complete to the left. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Out wide right, it's Riles. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's 1st and goal from the 8. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Rush right in his face. And that one's way too far for everybody.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Caught, and he will score! Touchdown, Noles!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Got an alley. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. FSU calling its second timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Not a chance. Missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Rushes on. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 2nd and long here. He wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Runs through a man. He might have space. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
2nd down, gonna throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He's looking downfield to throw. Out wide left, it's Lyles. He gets out of bounds. He's short of the 1st down marker. Now they have to move the sticks to keep this late drive alive. Snapped it, and he has to have it. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun. Under pressure. He sacks this defense all over him. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right.